Hello everyone. So in part first, we have learned how can we extract the elevations from Google Earth Pro and then convert those elevations into digital elevation model. So now we can see we have overlaid the converted elevations into digital elevation model, and it is on Google satellite image. As a base map we have taken Google satellite image. Now in this part, we will learn how can we extract slope and contours from this particular digital elevation model. So go to the raster tools. In raster tools, there is option analysis. In analysis options, first, there is an option slope. This is a toolbox of slope. First, it will ask us about the input layer. Okay. So there is an interpolated layer is available. But before doing all these things, the pre-processing on the digital elevation model is very important. First, we will reproject this digital elevation model into projected coordinate reference system. For this particular area of interest, projected coordinate reference system, I will take UTM, that is WGS 84 UTM 43 North Zone. Go to the raster. There is a tool called projection, and there is a tool reproject. Click on it. Now input layer is the interpolated DEM, yes. Then source CRS, we know that in the source we have WGS 84. In target, we want UTM zone 43 north, yes. Resampling method is nearest neighbor. Output file resolution in the target georeference unit and no data value for the output bands. These are the optional, and for these optional inputs, we will keep as it is, not set. And then directly you can come to the reprojected layer, and here we can save it as a temporary file or we can save it to our folder. So here I'm going with the temporary file projected. Just run it and then close. After running, you can see by going into the properties of this particular layer, here we can see our extent is in the meters and coordinate reference system is WGS 84 UTM zone 43 not, it's a projected, and units are in meters. Just close it. Okay. Now you know how to change the colors of this projected DEM. Now the second part of pre-processing is do the fill and sync operation on the digital elevation model. So in a search box, I can search fill sync, and here it is a fill syncs value. So this is our model. Now this time our digital elevation model, input digital elevation model is not interpolated. It is reprojected because we have reprojected digital elevation model into the UTM 43 north zone. So here it is my reprojected DEM as a input. Minimum slope, it's in degrees, it's like 0.01, it's the default value. Then fill DEM, we can save it or we can make it a temporary file. And then I don't want flow directions and the watershed basis, only this particular fill DEM. Okay, then run it. It will take few seconds time. And then and particularly it is a Saga GIS tool. So I will close it and here I can see, yes, we have done with the field DEM, that is fill and sync DEM. So now I will do all the current operations on this particular field DEM. So there are two steps in the pre-processing on digital elevation model. First, reproject it to the any projected coordinate reference system, that is PCS, and then do the fill and sync. Okay. Now, if you want to change the colors, you can go to the properties and here we can change the colors. Number of classes 5, make it invert. Yes. So this is how we have got our earlier digital elevation model also. It is here the flat land and it is the elevated land we can see. Now how to extract this slope? You can go to the raster tool. In raster tool, there is an analysis tool. In analysis, there is a tool slope. Just open this slope tool. In slope tool, now first it is input layer. Now here we will not use interpolated or projected DEM. Our input layer is a field DEM after the pre-processing of digital elevation model. Then it is asking us slope expressed as percent instead of degrees. So for example, here I want slope as a percentage. So I will just check this particular box. And then there is an option slope. You can save a temporary file or save to the file. So I will just run it for the temporary file. And now here I can see this is our slope, and slope is from 0.01 percentage to the 10%. So it is not a very hilly area. The area which I have taken for the analysis, it is not a very hilly area. So maximum slope we can say it's 10%. Yes, we can change the symbology of this particular color, this particular slope layer also. Again, I will make it, for example, here is Quantile 5 classes. So now here we can see the 10% values are in the red. So if there is a blue color, so blue is the low slope, then green and yellow color you can see. So these are all, for example, these are the pixels of the medium slope. And if there is a red color or the orange color, then we can see these are the high slopes. So here we can check it. Okay. So here it is the reservoir on this particular location. So it is the flat slope. It's a 0.01%. Here it is 0.01%. But somewhere it is the hilly land. So yeah, we can see here also. Yeah. So we can see the particular stream is also there. And the slope is elevated. It is nearly 10%. Here also the flat land. The entire land is a flat. So we can check it here also. Here it is settlement and all these agricultural lands are there. Even road is also there. We can see it. And again, then here it is the highly, it is the moderate, or somewhere it is the hilly land. Here it is also, for example, these are the higher slopes. Yeah, so we can see here, these are the higher slopes on this particular side. And again, there is a flat slope we can say. So this is how we can extract slope from the digital elevation model. Then contours, again go to the raster and go to the extraction tool this time. In extraction tool, we can see there is a contour option available. Click on the contour. Input layer, yes, correct. Obviously, we will select a field name. And then interval between the contour lines. So how much interval you want between two contour lines? So 10 meter here it is by default. Because we know why it is a 10 meter, because we know that our projection system is a PCS. So for example, here I will make it a 5 meter elevation, or we can make it a 1 meter interval also. Attribute is a elevation. Now why there is an option attribute? Because yes, from this particular time we will extract contours, and we know that contours, these are an imaginary lines which is joining the equal elevation. So if I am talking the line, so line means it's a vector layer. So we are going to generate a vector layer, and in a vector layer, the attribute of that particular vector layer, contour. So there is a elevation field is there. Okay, so that elevation field we can get the attributes values related to the elevation on that particular line or line feature, and then I will just run it. After running, you can see these are the contours. Okay, so these are the contours we are getting on this particular demo. Now you can see if there is a, okay, now you can see if there is a flat land, then we can see these are very coarse lines are there. But if it's a hilly land, we can see here again. But if it's a highly elevated land or the hilly land, or if the slope is very, if there is a steepness, then we can see yes, the contours are very clumsy. These are very closed. But again, on the flat land, we can see these are not so closed. Okay, so these are the, for example, the coursers or the rare lines we can see. But here on the higher slopes, we can see these are the dense lines. So this is how we can extract the contours. Okay, so this is a contour on satellite image also we can see. So these are the contours for this particular area of interest, and this is the slope. So we can overlay contours on this slope. We can overlay contours on the digital elevation model. So this is how this is how can we extract the slope from the digital elevation model and contours from the digital elevation model. Now, if you want to change the color of these contours, then yes, we can go to the symbology property, and it's a shape. For example, black color I'm here taking, and I can check the width. So width is 0.35 mm, for example, then apply. And now you can check this on this particular slope, or you can check this on the digital elevation model. If you want to show the particular label of this particular contour, that also we can do. You can go to the open attribute tables. So here it is, elevation is a field. So we can use that field for the labels. Yeah, here I can go to the labels and label. And here I can make this elevation bold, for example, and color. If you want, you can change the color. So if here I can, for example, I want red color, that I can take, apply, and then okay. Now you can see on every line there is on every contour line there is the elevation, and we can check it on the slope also, or on the fill name also. Okay, we can overlay. So here it's a 715, 715, then 717, 20, 21, 25, 26. You can see the highly the slope is increasing, and here the slope is decreasing. Okay, so here it is the, we can say the slope we have, for example, 698 meter. The contour line we have 698 meter, and here we can, somewhere here we can see it's a 735, 737, yeah, meters. So this is how we can do analysis of any terrain with the help of slope and contours. So we can extract these derivatives from any digital elevation model. So this is the video related to how can we extract the slope and contour lines from the digital elevation model. I hope you have enjoyed this particular video. Thank you so much.